Hey guys, BJ Dollar here again with your six-figure starting point. This is the advanced section of the training, and in this module, I'm going to teach you how to take your business, no matter how well it's running, no matter how sufficient and effective you have it running, and I'm going to teach you how to put it on autopilot using a simple process that's talked about all the time, but no one ever implements it. No one ever implements it. I'm going to teach you why people don't implement this in their own business, even though it's the easiest thing possible. Okay? Now, if you know me, if you've taken this six-figure starting point training, if you've learned from me at all, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I've built my empire on social media. Meaning I'm a Facebook guy, I'm a Twitter guy, I'm a video marketing guy. I know what I'm doing on social media accounts, and I've been able to build my business using Facebook, Twitter, and video marketing, along with a little bit of other social media interaction and some blogging. But my main market, my main bread and butter is social media marketing. Well, odds are, number one, if you're watching this, you've gone through my training because you don't know social media marketing that well. Your social media is not running for you and creating you $10,000 days or $15,000 months or $5,000 weeks. It's not happening for you, and you want that to happen. So you're here watching this, and I have to give you a secret. I have to tell you the truth. I'm lazy. Like, if you want me to be honest with you, I could be 7 and 8 figure earner, and I realize this now, but I could have been a 7 figure or 8 figure earner a long time ago, and when I got put on to what I'm about to put you on to right now, it changed everything for me. Boom, 150,000 in 7 months. Boom, no less than $15,000 a month with social media. Boom, no more than working an hour or two a day. But even more importantly than that, if I choose not to, my business will still run without me. How is that? And why is that important? And how can you do the exact same thing? Well, to be completely honest with you, it's because my business runs without me because I hired an outsourcer to run my social media and run my business for me. What does that mean? What are you talking about? You've heard it. You've heard it talked about a lot. Tony Rush's favorite saying is, "Well, this Facebook account won't run itself." If you follow Lawrence Tam of Empower Network, he has a couple of outsourcers plus a personal assistant that runs his stuff. A lot of these people, Tom McMurrin's another one, he has 5 or 6 outsourcers running his empire, and he's an 8 figure earner. So I know that's the number one reason why a lot of you guys don't have an outsourcer right now, because you look at the 6, 7, and 8 figure earners and you go, well, I'm just getting started. I'm not really where they are yet. My business isn't running so fast and so hard that I need to hire somebody to help me out. Well, I'm here to tell you the truth, guys. My business wasn't either. I started just where you did. I was getting success with social media. I was getting success with Facebook, Twitter, and video marketing. I was making sales. I was making money. And I decided, hey, for me, I didn't stop for a while. I still cranked out Google Hangout every single night. I still cranked out Facebook all day long and all night long from my cell phone, from my computer, from my bed. I still cranked out. But I said, hey, my production will double or more if I hire an outsourcer to do this for me. So what did I do? I hired an outsourcer to take over the Facebook account that I don't touch and go post and go build my warm market for me, which you learn in the Facebook section of your six-figure starting point. If you haven't, go watch that video. I taught them simply how to recreate my warm market daily for me. I taught them how to actually have the conversations for me, the cash conversations, and close sales for me, or at least get the interested ones ready to talk to me, so that I could just sit down with the interested ones who are already on the fence about, well, I think I need to join you, and I could just close them. I could just come in, build a little rapport, tell them a little bit of my story, send them to watch the video, and let the video do the work for me. And I didn't have to weed through page after page after page of trying to meet new people and conversation after conversation after conversation that really wasn't going to go anywhere. I didn't have to be a part of all of the hard work. I didn't have to be a part of, I can't even call it hard work, all of the tedious tasks. And now my tedious tasks that I was still handling on my own personal Facebook account were being handled on another Facebook account. So overnight, my business doubled. My production level doubled, which in turn doubled my business, I should say. You know, overnight I was able to bring somebody in, map out video by video of exactly what I expect from them, connect a relationship with them so that if I have a special post I want them to post for me, or if I have something special I want them to do, they're an email away, they're a text message away, they're a Facebook message away, and boom, they get to it. Now, obviously, well, I mean, if you've studied your six-figure starting point diligently, you pretty much know what you would tell an outsourcer to do if you hired one. But if you haven't, or if you just still don't know what to tell an outsourcer, or you're kind of confused as why you should get an outsourcer, I believe everyone needs an outsourcer, and here's why. Okay, before I tell you what I'm going to do for you or what I could do for you, here's why you need an outsourcer. Because I'll be the first to raise my hand and admit that I am lazy. Like I told you before in this, I am lazy, but yet my business outworks you. Why is that? Because I know how to do it right. Now that's powerful, because just because I know how to do it right doesn't mean anything, guys. It doesn't mean anything at all just because I know how to do it right. Because the truth of the matter is, if you saw how to do it right, it would scare you. If you saw how to do it right, those of you who are barely in this industry right now, it would scare you. Those of you who have been in it a little while and have gotten the swing of things and have kind of come around to it and are starting to realize there's more to it than what you thought you knew when you got started, you'd say, damn, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Or you'd say, well, there are shortcuts that I can skip out on. No, that doesn't work, okay? Let me give you a perfect example. When you bake a chocolate cake, okay? When you bake a chocolate cake, on most of the boxes, unless there's some ghetto little box that you shouldn't have bought, that chocolate cake is going to taste nasty anyway, they give you instructions on how to bake the perfect chocolate cake. And I'm not a baker. I am taking some cooking classes because I think that's pretty badass, and I want to be able to cook for people that I appreciate and that are in my life. But if you didn't follow the box, let's say that let's say the box says put flour in it, put a cup of olive oil, put some water. I don't know exactly what it's going to say, but there are 4 or 5 or 6 directions on there that if you follow to an exact T, you'll produce a delicious, nice chocolate cake. Okay, let's say you said, but I can get a chocolate cake that stands up. The flour will rise as long as I put flour in it. I can get a cake that'll stand up and I can put icing on by only doing 2 of these 6 steps. If you only did 2 of those 6 steps, do you think your cake would taste good? No. Odds are the cake won't even stand up, actually, if you only did 2 of the 6 steps. But let's say you got the cake to stand up and you smeared the chocolate icing on it, and that was the second step. So now it looks like a cake and it stands like a cake. If you bite into that thing, it's going to be disgusting. If you bite into that thing, you're not going to get the desired outcome you wanted based on your imagination of what that chocolate cake does for you. So, just like that in your own business, if you want to hit $10,000 per month this month, okay, or 30 days from now, 90 days from now, 60 days from now, doesn't matter how long it is, there is a mapped out blueprint, just like on the back of that chocolate box, that says, here's how you get there. And there's going to be like 10 checks, let's say. But let's say, or 10 boxes to check. But let's say only 3 of those boxes you feel are important. You go, holy crap, you see why it's important. Holy crap, I have to do this or else I'm not going to get anywhere in my business. And let's say every single day you checked off all 3 of those boxes, and throughout the month you sprinkled in, well, I did 2 of the other boxes here, 5 of the other boxes here, 4 of the other boxes here, 1 of the other boxes here. 3 days in a row I did all of the boxes. Then I went back to doing 2 of the boxes. Then I did 1 of the boxes. At the end of the month, do you believe you're going to hit $10,000? No, you're not. I'm going to be the first to tell you. If you don't follow the recipe, your chocolate cake won't taste like chocolate cake. So if you don't follow the recipe with social media marketing, if you don't follow the recipe in your business, if you don't follow the recipe with conversational marketing, you won't get your desired result. Well, I'll be the first to raise my hand and say, I do important things. It's just my nature. Oh, it's important, let me do it. But I also, in my nature, do not do tedious tasks or unimportant things. Oh, that can be pushed off, let me push it off until it becomes necessary, important, and then I do it. Okay? Outsourcers do not handle themselves that way. It is an outsourcer's job. They get paid to do exactly the tasks that you assign to them. So if you assign your checklist to make you $10,000 a month and you assign them with all the tedious tasks that you just won't follow through on every day because you're too lazy like I am, or you don't see the point in doing them every single day, the outsourcer will handle them every single day in your business for you. Your business's results, your business's productivity will go up, it will advance, and you'll be able to hit your goal. You'll be able to hit your mark. You'll be able to hit whatever income level or flexibility level or time freedom level you want in your own business. Okay. Now, how do you get your hands on an outsourcer? What do you recommend? A lot of you, like I just said, you don't know what all 10 of those tasks are to hit 10,000 a month. You don't know what those tedious tasks are. Or maybe you do, but you just don't know how to do them properly because you've been doing them wrong, or you've been half-assed doing them like I just described to you, and doing them here a couple times, but not consistently. Here's what I did. I made a perfect video. A perfect video, meaning I did all of my social media to the T, to the letter, cross the T, dot the I, perfect that day. And then I gave it to my outsourcer. And I said, this is how my social media accounts need to be run every single day. I need you to do them this way. Also, stay in communication with me, because if I need to add a new post, if I need to add some new content, because you know me, I'm a content creator. If I need to add something to get us working, get us running, get us towards whatever my new goal is when I decide to have a new goal, then I need to just be able to, boom, send it to you. You send it out for me. You get this started. You get this running. This will be another task added to you. Okay, now guys, I am a 6 looking at 7 and 8 figure earner right now. You know, I am a 6-figure marketer looking to become a 7 or an 8-figure earner within the next 90 days. So this is what I decide. You know, I have some things on my plate. I've been a lot farther. I've been to the mountaintop. I've been a lot farther. I've come a lot longer of a way than most of you have. So I understand you may not need an outsourcer to do your will and your bidding. You may not know what to tell them. So here's what I set up for you. Exactly what I did with my outsourcer, that video that I just described, where I teach them, here's what I expect you to do every single day on Facebook, here's what I expect you to do every single day on Twitter. I already mapped that out, guys. I'm sure there's a link below this video. I don't know, because this wasn't made for me to like pitch a deal that I'm in or pitch anything to you guys. You know, this whole entire Your 6-Figure Starting Point is pretty much just training purposes. I did do things like recommend you buy a blog and recommend you get an autoresponder series or autoresponder provider and things like that. So this is one more of those things that I'm just going to recommend. Click the link below. It's going to be taken to where I'm actually selling social media outsourcing. Okay, I actually hook you up with one of the social media outsourcers that my own personal outsourcer has hand trained. I give them all of the information that I gave to my outsourcer, and I teach them exactly what to do for your business the way my outsourcer does it for mine. And then your social media business runs on autopilot and starts building for you. Your brand starts getting recognized by people. You get people friend requesting you daily. You get people having conversations with you daily. You get people being interested in what you do in your business daily. Your outsourcer basically hands you on a silver platter people who are interested in you, interested in your business, have built a rapport with you already, even though you haven't built a rapport with them, because your outsourcer has been talking for you, and they're ready to just say, hey BJ, hey Susie from Wisconsin, hey Gary from up the street, hey whoever you are, hey, teach me what's going on. Let's have a relationship. I may be interested in buying into your business, or at least buying something from you. So that's the importance of having an outsourcer. And bar none, bare minimum, if you're just looking to build that kind of a following, maybe you're like my business partner JB, who's just looking for people to connect with who he can share his inspirational, motivational, personal development audio series with, his personal development stuff with. Maybe you're like, Gary Vaynerchuk, who just wanted to talk to people about wine for a couple years and wanted to really build that following and connect with people because you have big plans, but they're not ready yet. So you're working on them, but you want to connect with people so you have that base of people that are there that you can say when the time is ready, when the results are there, when your time is now. Hey, this is what's going on in my business. My business is completely run on autopilot as far as the connection wise goes, as far as finding my leads, as far as finding people who are going to make me money and make money with me. This is how I did it. Here's what I'm doing. Tap into this. And then boom, instantly a huge wave of people. Let me tell you a story and then I'm going to finish this module. Okay? I had this outsourcer help me, right? They helped me build out Facebook groups. They helped me build out my Facebook page. They helped me build a following for myself, basically. And they worked and worked and worked, and I worked and worked and worked, and we built this. And then the beginning of 2013, I'm saying that this way because that's this year still currently, but you could be watching this in 2014, 15, 22. Doesn't matter what year this is because this is information that won't change. So this is important stuff. So I know that this could be, being told 10 years from now, as I'm a true believer in that because I've been around 10 years already in this industry and some of my stuff is still being followed. So if you're listening to this in 2023, this happened 10 years ago. If you're listening to this today, this happened at the beginning of 2013 this year. Okay, but anyway, I had a single idea. It was a great idea. Worked up with my mentor. We put it out to the universe. I had my outsourcer run it for me. Boom, push it everywhere. I pushed it everywhere. I showed it to the world. I showed it to that following that my outsourcer and I had already built together, helped me build. And you know what happened? Do you want to know what happened? Made $7,000 that day because I put 115 people into something that day that produced me a residual income. So I made $7,000 that's residual that day. And my business built and built and built and kept running from there. Other things, I've been able to have a $10,000 day because of the help that my outsourcer gave me. Actually, January 1st was my best day selling and promoting with the outsourcer's help. They set me up in a place where I had enough followers that I sold a product and I made $12,000 that day from a product that I sold. Okay, but what does all that mean? All that means is this: my productivity would have been in half. My results would have been cut in half had I not made the smart decision to get an outsourcer and to have them do exactly what I wanted done in my business the perfect way, instead of just the way that I had been doing it. So think about that. That's really the secret to this as well. Okay, now I'm going to close with this. I talked about an outsourcer to where I got double the productivity because I kept working. But you want to know what the truth is? I've also, since then, gotten to a point where I take a lot of breaks. I take a lot of days off, weeks off. I actually just took about a month off because my life needed to get where it needed to be. Okay, I know that sounds hard for some of you to believe. What do you mean, BJ? Your life, but you're teaching us. Like, yes, I had some personal issues going on. So what happens though is my business builds itself while I'm away. I wake up to new commissions. I go out to eat with my family, and I come back and I have new sales. I wake up, I open my Facebook, and I have 41 friend requests, 38 friend requests, like you guys have been seeing in this six-figure starting point series. I get all sorts of friend requests and all sorts of new opportunities to share my business with people. But even more importantly than that, my outsourcer will go through, have the copy and paste easy conversations, and close those sales for me. So my business literally runs whether I'm checked into it or not. And that's the type of freedom and type of power that truly comes with having a social media outsourcer, because you guys may not be the greatest salesman. You guys may not know what to do with a huge following of people that are now following on your every word. So that may not be what you want to use your outsourcer for. You may want to use your outsourcer to completely run and handle your business for you, build you a big following, plus close the sales using, a script of some sort or a sales video that you have about your business opportunity. So if that's you, and if that's what you want, click the link below. You can go ahead and tap into and get your own social media outsourcer. If not, this has been your six figure starting point. I'm BJ Dalla. I'll see you on the next module, and as always, I'll see you at the bank. Take care.